Number 5 2/3 getting the win. Bounces one left side. Raleigh's headed home. Barger's throw is there. The tag from Kirk, and he's out. Addison Barger throws home, and they cut down Cal Raleigh. 2 on, 2 out. Naylor lifts on off the end of the bat to center field. Varsho coming on, puts it away. A missed opportunity for the Mariners. Team in baseball, which showed every bit of that in the division series. And on the first pitch, George Springer lights the fire. New series, same story for this Blue Jays offense. One pitch in, it's 1-0.
Yeah, that jacket, if it gets a lot of use, it's going to travel. And it's going to travel beyond this series. This one's a little bit of a shock to your system. When you're a starting pitcher on the first pitch, you give up a homer.
Gets out of it with some help from his defense. Turns it up with a fastball to the knees.
That's where he's going to get the called strikeouts, because the ball's down and you train yourself to think, all right, make him get it up. Well, that ball carries because it's a fastball, and he might think, okay, split down, that's a ball, and that's where the Mariners are going to be caught tonight.
He's got it with some help from Ryan Addison, giving him the call on the outside corner. Cal Raleigh on 2-2, chases a splitter for strike 3. 2 of the first 3 got hits against Gausman, but he's sat down 8 in a row. There we go. Couldn't lay off. Strike 3.
Miller's next pitch. Swing and a miss. He climbs the ladder, a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and Miller a little overdue for his first strikeout tonight. There it is.
Strikes out Santander. Sets it up with the fastballs and then gets him with a splitter. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Springer. 10 in a row retired by Bryce Miller. 2-2. Splitter drops off the table for strike 3.
Masterpiece. Fastball's in, and then splitter. Change the speeds after fastball in, locking them up twice. The change of speed just is too much for hitters.
High drive right field. Cal Raleigh has connected and tied the game in the 6th. It's the big dumper when the Mariners need him most. 62nd of the season, and game 1 of the championship series is tied up.
And his swing is so grooved on pitches in the zone. This is not the worst pitch in the world, at least seeing it live, but man, he is locked in. One bad pitch, and the game is tied.
2 gone in the 6th. Polanco rips one to left field, base hit. Rodriguez heads home, and the Mariners have taken the lead. Jorge Polanco, as he did on Friday night, gives Seattle the lead. 2-1 here in game 1. Not going this time. A fly ball popped into left. On comes Arozarena. And Bryce Miller has dug deep and gone 6 innings in this game. A leadoff home run and nothing after that. 1. Santander to left field. On comes Arozarena to pick it off. Well, he may not be playoff Randy at the plate yet, but making an impact with a glove right here to finish off a 1-2-3 7th inning. Bouncing back, Gabe Spire. 1st and 3rd, 1 gone and a 1-run game. Polanco chops it right side and through, and Jorge Polanco has delivered again. 3-1 Seattle, and Polanco has driven in the last 2.
Infield in, and the first baseman holding the bag. It more than likely was going to be a hit either way, but he pulls it in that hole, and a much easier opportunity to get a hit when the defense is in as far as they were.
2 from Munoz. Popped up. The Seattle Mariners retired 23 of the last 24, and in 100 pitches shut down the Blue Jays in game 1. 3-1 Seattle in their first championship series game in 24 years. Pitching the story. Rodriguez came into the series 0 for his last 14, but he singled and walked twice yesterday. Here's his 1-2. Rodriguez hooks one in the air down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance, and it's gone. Julio Rodriguez with a 3-run shot in the 1st inning. Totally different story for Trey Savage. In his 2nd postseason start, he gets punched right away. Rodriguez hits it out, and if you start getting that power like they did for a lot of the regular season, look. Pat on his knee. He's going to move the runner up here at least. Close play at first, and it's thrown behind him. Blue Jays on the board. Lucas puts it in play. Naylor's feed was behind Gilbert, and it's 3-1. The best bat-to-ball team in the sport against a not very good defense. Put it in play and reap the benefits.
Naylor got there and was trying to guide the ball. I don't know if he would have got him anyways.
Line drive, right center, 3-2 as the Blue Jays have bounced right back. Kirk drives in Lucas. Toronto's already got more runs in game 2 than they had in 9 innings in game 1.
Another mediocre pitch over the plate. You can't do that to this Toronto team. You can only get away with it for so long.
Lucas muscles right up the middle and they've tied it. Springer goes first to third. Lucas knocks in another. Off of the deck and tied up at 3. And Nathan Lucas just keeps on giving them big hits. 6 runs batted in this postseason for Lucas. Today, stuffing the stat sheet. He's got 2 hits. He's got a run scored. He's got a run knocked in. And this Blue Jays offense returning to form. On a line to center field. Varsho back at first. Comes on, dives, and makes the catch. Oh, man, he saved himself after going the wrong direction with the first step. And the Gold Glove center fielder keeps this a 3-3 game. So that's how he got his first accent with a full-size wooden bat. Dribbled in play, routed to first in time. Cal Raleigh able to get Clement on that swinging bunt.
Man, this was some kind of play. Coming from the dirt and going to the turf. They earn their money back there.
Shot to right center field. Varsho on the run. He's at the track. He's at the wall. It's gone. It's Polanco again. Jorge Polanco is owning October for the Mariners. He's given them a 6-3 lead.
When we see this replay, you're going to see one of the prettiest swings to the ball, short and in the zone. You cannot have a huge swing against a velocity fastball like Varland's.
Flips it into left center field. It's down for a base hit to score Rivas. Crawford does what the situation calls for. Puts it in play with 2 strikes and brings him in. 7-3 Seattle.
They're putting the ball in play, getting the runs in when they're out there to be had. That will go a long way for the Seattle Mariners as they try to navigate their first trip to the World Series.
Flied to deep right field. Back goes Lucas at the wall. Goodbye. 3rd home run of the game for the Mariners, blasting their way through game 2. They lead it 9-3. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Josh Naylor, who has shown all the things that he brings. The bat to ball, the stolen base, and now the power. In a stadium where he went deep when he was a high schooler. Now as a big leaguer against. Fly to center field. Varsho comes on to make the grab. Here comes Suarez. Throw to the plate from Varsho's cut off after the shoulder surgery that he had in the offseason. He has the weakest throwing arm in the American League. And so a sacrifice fly for J.P. Crawford. Double digits for Seattle in game 2. There you go from can the Mariners steal one of these 2 games to can they be stopped? Grounder to third. Suarez has it to second. 1 to first. 2 to Seattle. 2-0. Who would have thought the Mariners would come in here? You'd figure running out of steam with not much in the tank. They had plenty and have firm control of this championship series. Rodriguez drills a ball to left center field. Headed back there. Goodbye. And it's Rodriguez starting the Mariners once again with another first inning home run.
Well, this home run was center cut, and this young man has had all the talent in the world, and he gets it right out in front. That is extension and out in a hurry.
2 got him with a high fastball, and the bat goes flying. His 0-2 to Canzone is swung on and missed. Got him with a curve. Victor Robles with one away. Unable to lay off. Back-to-back Ks as he's had the breaking ball working a little bit better here. Payoff. Got him, and he strikes out the side in the second. Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Jimenez that's carrying well. Robles turns and watches it fly. It's the 9-hitter Andres Jimenez, of all people, giving Toronto the swing that it desperately needed. It's tied at 2.
What moment turns it? Momentum, and you could look to this homer where you don't see many out of Jimenez in the 9th spot as being one of those moments.
For Dalton Varsho. Got a chase, but it's a wild pitch, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Lucas in to score. He overthrows another, and it's 3-2 Toronto.
I mean, just a tough play for Cal. He's trying to scoop that short hop, and he catches the top of his glove.
Varsho cranks a highline drive to right field. Robles watches it hit off the wall. 2 runs will score. Varsho with a double. The Blue Jays offense has come to life. A 5-run third.
Another fastball that is absolutely squared up. So the Toronto Blue Jays got to their magic number really quickly. They scored 5 in 1 inning.
Strikes out Arozarena on 3 pitches. That is 4 Ks in a row and 5 out of the last 6 hitters.
Down 3.
First pitch swinging. This ball's hit in the air to deep center field, and George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. 3rd home run of the postseason for Springer, and they've got 6.
Fastball outer third up. He was ready for it.
Well, he's at just 200 in this postseason, but all 6 hits have gone for extra bases. Bieber wins the battle with a disappearing changeup, and Shane Bieber with 6 strikeouts. Vlad Jr. sends a high drive to deep center field. Rodriguez to the wall, it's gone. First pitch of the 5th. Vlad Jr. launches a solo shot. Single, double, homer. Vlad Jr.'s back. And it is 7-2 Toronto, as they've gone deep 3 times in game 3.
Well, again, slider there at the bad angle that he likes, and he knew it.
Clement pokes from the right field. That's a base hit. Santander's waved home. Robles throws for the plate. It's cut off. Throw to 3rd. He's out, but the run had scored. Santander had stepped on home, and so it's 8-2 Blue Jays as Clement knocks in another. Raleigh got him with a high fastball, and a roar from Shane Bieber, who has transformed from his first game to this one. There's nobody out. Nathan Lucas bouncing the first pitch to first. Here comes the runner from 3rd, and he'll score with a dive as Lucas is tagged out. Jimenez in to make it 9-2 Jays. Kirk sends a fly ball the other way. Robles retreating to the track, to the wall. It's another home run. Opposite field blast for Alejandro Kirk, and a dozen for the Jays on their 4th bomb of the night. What a roller coaster of ups and downs for this Jays offense.
He may be only 5-8, but he's strong.
3rd of the postseason for Kirk. Here's a high drive off of the bat of Arozarena that will leave the yard. Arozarena's got his first home run of the postseason. And the Mariners with something to hang their hat on. Their leadoff hitter. Raleigh sends a drive down the line towards the pole. Goodbye. Arozarena and Raleigh go back to back. Raleigh's 3rd of the postseason.
Ooh,
what
that
an effort.
close.
The Jays with 10% chance to have a 5th home run tonight, tie a postseason team record. Oh baby,
There's the
100% chance. Google nailed it.
Did they?
Barger goes deep. His first home run of the postseason, and it's 13-4. Barger, he does it in his hometown. He was born here in Seattle. In the first 2 games, but it all gets turned upside down. The Blue Jays punch right back and take game 3 convincingly.
Impressive, especially after the start. Down 2-0 quick in a crowd that's going crazy. Impressive team battle back by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Luis Castillo will take it for the Mariners tomorrow. And that man is heated back up. Vlad Guerrero Jr., 4 hits. The Guerrero up the middle. Crawford running throw is in time, and a 1-2-3 first on 7 pitches. Bang, bang play at first, but it was just in time. Crawford, a heck of a play. Polanco bounced up the middle, could be 2. There's 1, and a toss to first. To Washington for their summers and always come to the park. He flips one to short, and a pluck from Crawford.
Leap it up in the air. Crawford with the catch right behind the second. Holy smokes, what a catch by JP. High in the air, brings it down, and that will retire the side.
Here's a high fly ball, deep center field. Varsho to the track, Varsho to the wall. It's gone! Josh Naylor goes deep, and the Mariners are on the board first.
Well, left it up, and it was a question of whether or not this man was going to rob it. And just outside the glove. And another good start here at home for Seattle.
Out the 8th pitch, a high line drive to right field. Canzone's going back. It's gone again. It's Jimenez out of the 9th spot, sparking the Jays for the 2nd night in a row. Lightning strikes twice. A jolt from an unlikely source. 2-1 Toronto.
He got a slider middle in, and he waited on it all the while trying to keep his bat back so that he could get the head out to pull it.
Fires payoff. Taken for ball 4. He's walked in a run, and it's 3-1 Blue Jays.
That's the tough spot about bringing in a guy with the bases loaded, not room for error, and you're hoping that he's going to be on right away.
Here comes the 1-2. Raleigh tries to lay off, but he went around strike 3. Max Scherzer's first strikeout of the game. Yanked to left field. That's headed for the corner. Extra bases for George Springer. Kiner-Falefa is in to score, and it's 4-1 Jays.
Make it look simple.
Get him on, get him over, get him in. Again, it's the bottom of the order that sets things up. Really all year, George Springer has been an incredible spark for this Blue Jays team. In the dirt right here, Springer comes home, and it's 5-1. Everything going Toronto's way.
This is tremendous break, but he spikes it.
Matt Brash didn't have a wild pitch all year. To Rodriguez. Breaking ball and a beauty. That looks like the old Scherzer. Spinning that curveball in there to strike out Rodriguez.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a curve. Pitch was in the dirt. Kirk applies the tag, and it's 2 strikeouts for Scherzer in a scoreless bottom of the 4th.
Scherzer in a stare down right here with John Schneider as he comes out with a Rosarena coming up. Scherzer 1 out away from qualifying for his first win in the postseason in 6 years. And he sends him back to the dugout.
Scherzer kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Kirk. Rosarena not running. Kirk keeping an eye on him, and the out signal made by Alfonso Marquez as Rosarena gives himself up. 5 innings of 1-run ball. Vintage Max Scherzer in Seattle.
The 6th. And he strikes out Rodriguez on another breaking pitch.
Swung on. Looper, right field. It's down a base hit. Polanco racing around third base. He is going to score. The throw to third is in time to get Naylor. The run counts, but Naylor is thrown out at third. And that brings an end to the inning.
Guerrero drives the ball the other way. Canzone's going back. He's at the wall. It's gone! Vlad Jr. strikes again with his 5th home run of the postseason. Toronto takes the run right back. That's what he does when he's at his best. Hits it hard the other way.
Yeah, he doesn't do too much, and that's what makes him such an elite hitter. And if you try to pull this pitch, it's an out.
Rivas in the air to right field. Barger on the run makes a diving catch. And Addison Barger having the time of his life out there roaming right field. He's got an outfield assist. He's got a diving play. The guy that grew up dreaming of being the next Ichiro. Up the middle he goes. He's knocked in another. Shaw retreated. Now he's going to head for the plate. Here comes the throw from Rodriguez. It's not in time. 2-run single for Andres Jimenez, and he's knocked in 4 of Toronto's 8.
These last 2 games have been a clinic. How to hit with runners on.
Comes. That is strike 3. And this best of 7 has become a best of 3. The road team reigning supreme. The Blue Jays winning games 3 and 4 in Seattle after dropping the 2 in Toronto. What a bounce back.
This team relies on all 9 guys. I've never seen a lineup do as many things consistently as they do. Played well in the first game.
A fastball is elevated and cut on and miss. 98 for Miller, feeling froggy.
Again, that's going to be the key. In for effect, up for outs. But you have to control the count to get the hitters to swing at that pitch.
Fires 2-2. Sticks with it. Popped up. Suarez down the line. Rosarena comes on, and Suarez Rodriguez catches it twice. Little double catch there for the second out of the first inning.
He had to cover a lot of ground. This is a great play.
The 1-2 to Kirk. Got him to chase a sweeper. That thing moved a mile first inning. Clement swats it up the middle, but Rivas is there. Leo Rivas plucking that ball, taking a hit away from Clement.
It's a great play.
Swing and a miss. He got him with a splitter. It's the third one. Oh, baby! Got the one to crush and did. Eugenio Suarez makes it 1-0 Seattle. Gausman put it on a tee. Suarez did not miss. 51st of the year.
And that is a pitch selection they're going to want back because he threw this right down the middle. But he had been missing a lot of pitches with some pop-ups and swing and miss. And he threw a fastball for the first time since we've been watching Gausman middle.
Over to Stevens. To first, caught by Naylor. Back to second, double play. Seattle writing a different story in Game 5.
I believe it was the splitter that he threw and he hung it. And that's supposed to freeze when you see a line drive, but that's a tough one to freeze on when you think about a ball being pulled to that side. And a great break for Seattle.
Sanchez down swinging. Got him with a splitter.
Great pitch on the inside part of the plate that looks better than it is. And I mean, that is a obvious huge out.
Swinging, it's rattled foul on top of the plate. It's a fair ball, a step and a throw over to first base, and they got it. Wow! What on earth?
He launches a fly ball to left center field. It's carrying well. Rodriguez watches it hit off the wall and watches the scoreboard change to 1-1. 3 batters after Bryce Miller leaves the game. George Springer doubles home the tying run against Matt Brash.
Breaking ball right there down the middle, and Springer thinks he might have got it. And he knew he had enough time if he didn't to get to second base. Blue Jays do it again.
A 3-2. Swing and a miss. He just blew his doors off at 97 miles an hour. A pair of handcuffs from Brash to Guerrero. He struck him out.
Swatted to right center field, base hit for Clement. Kirk, the slowest runner in the big leagues. He's going to get there. The throw from Canzone was not close. And Toronto's taking the lead. Alejandro Kirk leads off the inning with a double. Scores on a go-ahead hit from Ernie Clement.
Surprised by this throw. I thought he had plenty of time to get it ready, and he just had it fading towards third base. Kirk was giving everything he had right there.
Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Ernie Clement. Back goes Arozarena. Onto the track, at the wall. He's got it. Arozarena with a leap in front of the fence. And a tip of the cap from Clement. Here's a high fly ball. Deep left field. Did he get enough? He did! Big dumper! Biggest swing! Game 5 tie! He dumps 64 over the left field wall and ties Game 5.
This is the highest home run I've seen live, and there was still doubt that this was going to be robbed. And you called it, is it enough? And it was barely enough.
They've been waiting forever. Another 2-2. It's another fastball. It's driven the other way. It's got a touch. It's a grand slam. Seattle is shaking. The Mariners lead Game 5, 6-2. Second home run of the game for Eugenio Suarez is an opposite field grand slam.
Just can't believe they went with a fastball. That pitch selection right there will allow him to have a chance to do what he did, and boy, oh boy, did he deliver.
Up the middle, Crawford, so close they can taste it. The Mariners take a Game 5 thriller, the one win from the World Series. Eugenio Suarez came into this game 6 for his last 50. Connects on a solo home run in the second inning, and the biggest of his 52 home runs this year, a grand slam to win the game in the 8th.
It's a monumental moment. Swing and a miss, strike 3. On a slider, Savage gets Raleigh. 2 outs in the top of the first.
So far, so good. 4 up, 4 down.
Yeah, well, they're going to have their hands full with tonight. If they keep getting to 2 strikes with this guy's wipeout secondary stuff.
Home with another 1-2 and a swing and a miss. And he's got 4 strikeouts or 3 strikeouts over the first 5 hitters.
That's just a high delivery, high release point, and just hard for the hitter to trust that that's not going to be a fastball.
Pulled strike 3. 94 at the knees.
Goes up to get it, bangs a base hit to right. Blue Jays on the board first. It's a second inning burst, and it's 1-0 Toronto as Barger drives in Varsho.
That splitter hung right there, almost on a tee, and now Gilbert's finding himself in a really tough spot. And we know what this lineup can do and how many times they can put up a crooked number.
It can turn into a tidal wave. 1-2 pitch. Puts this one in play. Suarez has no play, and it's 2-0. Jays doing what the Jays do. Infield hit, Kiner Falefa. Ground ball, diving stop. Suarez from his knees to second to end the inning.
What a play.
Wow, Eugenio Suarez, who had an error in this inning that opened the door for the Blue Jays to get a couple runs. Saves a couple right here. Plus minus even.
Up in the second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 5 Ks already for Trey Savage. 1 out in the top of the 3rd. He got him on a splitter.
Bases loaded in a 2-0 game. See what he goes with first pitch. It is grounded to first. Vlad will go to second for 1. To a covering to Savage 2. A 3-6-1 twin killing. And the 22-year-old gets Cal Raleigh on 1 pitch to get out of this inning unscathed. At third, 2 out. Lifts one in the air, right center field. It is gone. Base is empty, 2 outs. 3 pitches later, 2 runs are in.
You literally could draw a line down the middle of the plate and put a coffee can in the center of it, and that's where most of those pitches that catch that part of the plate are not being missed by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Second straight inning.
To second on a short hop. 4-6-3. Double play again. There it was. He pulled it to the right side. And for the second consecutive inning, the Mariners come away empty-handed.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 6 Ks for Trey Savage. Jays 1 on 1 out. The pitch on the ground is short. Jimenez to a knee. Throws to second 1. IKF to first. Double play. 3 innings in a row.
Here's 1-1 to Guerrero. Is whacked to left field. Forget about it. Gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s 6th home run of the postseason makes it 5-0 Toronto. And it's the Blue Jays offense coming to life again. 2 home runs in this game and 5 runs through 5 innings. What an October this has been for the franchise face, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Killer. He got him. Struck him out on a splitter.
Here he comes to Josh Naylor with a high fly ball to deep right field. There goes the shutout. Naylor goes very deep and makes it 5-1. The Mississauga kid, for the 2nd time in this series, goes deep at Rogers Center, and it's 5-1.
First pitch off speed hanger, and he just gets the barrel out, and he knows it.
You think?
But again, with 2 outs here, attack, and if you can't get him out attacking, then he will come out to get you.
Shot to right, down the line. It's a fair ball. Up against the sidewall. Suarez falls. Here comes a throw home. It's up the line. Arozarena scores from first. Suarez settles for a single, but he's made it a 5-2 game.
Wow, was Arozarena flying. Off with contact, obviously, with 2 outs, but a little dicey if you get thrown out here, and he had a running start, as you saw. Good effort, but the throw, tail.
Get a chase right here, but it kicks away. Throw to third, into left field. Guerrero comes in to score. Throwing error from Cal Raleigh. Jays get the insurance. 6-2.
He was angry running right here, and that led to a run. And watch his reaction when he touches home plate.
That's good TV, man.
I could beat you in different ways, he says. That's a big run. Now you've turned it into the grand slam. The only way you can tie it via a home.
Pop up, buckle up for Game 7 tomorrow night. All the twists and the turns of this series, the highs and the lows, the nitpicking has led to a Game 7 to decide an American League champion.
17 innings tomorrow.
Let's go.
That's all Seattle knows how to play in chaos
That's
games.
true. They've certainly been here before, winning Game 5 a little more than a week ago against Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers in 15.
Series. Foul tip, strike 3. Went up on the hands with a fastball, kind of off the playbook.
It's not the end of the world.
Ground ball right side past Guerrero. Here comes Rodriguez. Barger has a cannon, but the throw is late, and Seattle is on the board in the first inning of Game 7. Josh Naylor drives in Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners take advantage of the leadoff double.
And that is a big, big run. That's only their 5th run produced not by a home run with runners in scoring position. So when you get on the road, you want to get ahead. Again, dim the crowd, which is going to be electric.
Pitch. Kirk swings and fouls it into the glove. Strike 3. Joe climbing in. Varsho grounds one through into center field. Springer chugs for the plate and ties the game. Both teams with a first inning run. Varsho knocks in Springer. The bottom 5 in Toronto's order in the wins in this series, hitting .383, 18 runs batted in.
1 out. He got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a breaking ball down and in. Shane Bieber with a huge punch out, 2 down, and the corners can back up.
2 pitch and a high drive to left center field. Lucas on the run. That ball's gone. Julio Rodriguez, in the biggest game of his life, is delivering. Doubles and scores in the first, homers in the third, and it's 2-1 Seattle.
There is the hanger, and he didn't miss it.
Second time that he's homered against Bieber in this series.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Arozarena chases in the dirt.
Bit.
It ain't personal. He does strike out Lucas and so faces Guerrero.
For the third. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good slider down and away. Got a chase from Suarez. A little overeager was the right-handed hitter. 1 out. Runner on second. 1 out. Bieber's 1-2 pitch to Leo Rivas. He got him right back to the off speed. Had him out in front on a slider. 2 down.
The base is empty here. Varsho's down on strikes with that high fastball. George Kirby. Farland fires. Cal hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. It is gone. Raleigh joins Rodriguez, delivering in Game 7. The 2 biggest stars for the Mariners showing up when it matters most.
Seattle knows it. The rest of the country is about to find out on the year he had and the amount of innings he's catching, and just the man, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Target set. That's where he went, and he finished him off. Only the 3rd strikeout of the playoffs for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
It's just a byproduct of making so many good pitches inside that now he's got to protect the inside, and then he just is swinging to try to foul it off.
Top of the order for the Blue Jays. George Springer at the plate.
He's in a position to tie the game up and possibly send this Blue Jays crowd into a frenzy.
High fly ball. Left field. Arozarena. Watches it go. George Springer has his Jose Bautista moment. This one deeper into the playoffs. This one could send him to the World Series.
I said I'm a little short. It's beyond frenzy here.
For the Mariners, their last chance. It'll come against Jeff Hoffman. Because the Blue Jays have blown everybody out in this postseason, he's only had 1 save opportunity. He threw 35 pitches last night, his most in 2 years. Rivas starting the 9th. And he's down on strikes. Hoffman flames a fastball by him, 1 away in the 9th. 2-2 pitch. 2 gone in the 9th. And the Toronto Blue Jays, the payoff. He struck him out! And for the first time in 32 years,